Oh my God, shoot me now. I cannot listen to that. It sounds so old, it's spooky. I mean, what were Simon and Garfunkel smoking when they wrote that song? Probably some kind of herbs. But this gets me thinking about something we use all the time in our kitchens: herbs. Let's talk parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, and how to cost them out properly using the yield factor in the Food Cost Chef Calculator. You probably know that the cost of herbs has doubled over the last few years. Between COVID, transportation costs, freaky weather, you really do have to mind the store when it comes to the cost of everything that goes on your plate, especially in the colder months when herbs can cost like $3 a bunch. Between the Book of Yields and ChatGPT, I came up with some fair yields for these four famous herbs: parsley 53%, thyme 65%, sage 60%, rosemary 80%. With that in mind, I'll get some local prices from a produce distributor. This is like the best time of year, so prices should be at their lowest right now. Thyme, $1.25, sage, $1.55, rosemary, $1.25, parsley, $1.55. Yes, I'd say those are good prices. Now let's get these into the Food Cost Chef Calculator and apply the yields. When I enter these, I'm going to save myself some time in the future by converting the bunches to grams right now. You guessed it, ChatGPT gave me the weights. But you can always just spot check these and adjust this kind of thing when your actual delivery comes in. Just throw it on a scale. I do that kind of thing all the time. Okay, all of them are in. So let's use these herbs in a recipe. We'll make just like a herb butter that we can use on a steak or chicken breast, hollandaise sauce, whatever. Since this is not an actual menu item, it shows up in other recipes. I'm going to make it a base recipe. 1 pound of butter, 15 grams parsley, 5 grams sage, rosemary, thyme, and sea salt, fresh ground pepper. This is the kind of herb butter that you put in your mixer and then you roll it into a tube in parchment paper and you freeze it. Okay, this looks good. The yield, based on the ingredients' weight, should be around 490 grams. Basically, it comes to 2 cents a gram. Now let's use that base recipe, the herb butter, in another recipe. Something like Airline chicken breast. Popular banquet item. This recipe will be topped off with about 20 grams of herb butter. Okay, let's add a few ingredients. That's the wrong chicken breast, but you get the idea. There you go. Now you've got your real numbers using the yield factor. Hey chefs, visit FoodCostChef.com for food costing and Excel tips. Chefs, I hope that inspires. Now go cook.